All right, Shalom, his brother Zakari from the Israelite Report Podcast. I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Shemi Awashai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across four corners of the earth, pushing the truth in sincerity. This is coming from CNBC News. In Bankrupt, it says Lebanon locals mine Bitcoin and buy groceries with Tether as $1 is now worth 15 cents. Ooh. $1 is worth 15 cents. So they're minding their what they're doing is they're using Bitcoin as an alternative. So that this goes into the wicked the wicked elites setting up this fraud. All right, they're setting up a big fraud right now. That's exactly what they're doing. Setting up a big fraud where they are forcing people to go into this digital currency. This digital currency is going to be the tie-in to the MOTB, the mark of the beast. So by devaluing the dollar, and they're doing this all over the world, this is how you know that it's a big grand conspiracy. This is how you know that we're in those times, because this is happening everywhere, not just in America. Right? This is happening in Lebanon. They're using Bitcoin as an alternative, as the dollar is now worth 15 cents. This is a controlled demolition. They want to bring down the value of the currencies of all of these countries, these nations, so that they can force them onto this, what they call it, the blockchain cryptocurrency, because the cryptocurrency ties in to the MOTB. There's a connection here. So when these brothers say, man, that's all y'all talk about is the MOTB, because we got to explain this over and over again. This cryptocurrency is a tie-in to the MOTB, because what they're going to do is they're going to put all of your information into that chip, right? And it's going to be on that blockchain, right? This is the setup, the prelude to that. So we got to warn people, man. That's our job. We're in the final days. We got to warn people now. All right. So I got to explain it in this way. It's not just that the dollar lost its value. No, it's a controlled demolition. This is being done on purpose. This is intentional. All right. It says it is now worth 15 cents. Forcing people to go to the Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. All right. They're getting them used to that system, that blockchain system, the digital currency system, so that by the time they enforce the MOTB, that system will already be in place and everyone is already using it. You get it? It's just like the same thing. I'll put it to you like this. It's certain places that don't accept cash right now. Right? You go into certain businesses, try to use cash, they won't accept it. They'll only take, you got to use your card. You got to use your credit card, debit card, right? It's the only way to make a payment. All right? But prior to this time, there was a time when you could just, you could use cash everywhere, right? But once they implemented the credit card, debit card, and all of that, then slowly but surely over time, you start seeing certain places say, no, we don't take cash. All right. So it's incremental. It's a totalitarian, what do they call it? Totalitarian footstep. I think that's what this guy, David Icke, says. Totalitarian tiptoe. I think that's what he calls it, right? Because they're tiptoeing towards this New World Order system, market beast system. They're not just rolling it out all at once, man. They've been tiptoeing towards this thing. Well, this is moving us quicker to that point where, some of these third world countries, they're saying, look, we're just going to use crypto. We're going to use Bitcoin instead because our dollar is or our currency has been devalued. So they're looking for an escape out of it. And the elites, they knew this. That's why they set the system up. That's why they're destroying the value or devaluing the currencies all over the globe, all over the planet, I should say. The earth, right? That's why they're doing it. They want the people to go move towards the crypto system, the crypto digital currency system. They purposely did that. They know how people react. Problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem. You people react to it, and then they come with the solution. They know what they're doing. This is on purpose. This is intentional, right? Key points from the CNBC article says, once known for its stable and investment-friendly banking system, Lebanon has plunged into chaos as hyperinflation grips the country and banks force huge haircuts on dollar withdrawals. Right. Yeah, man, that's deep, man. They're basically charging them, man, to take money out. It says, to make ends meet in a financial system that no longer makes sense, some Lebanese are mining Bitcoin or storing wealth using the cryptocurrency. So they know what they're doing. They're saying, oh man, the value of this currency is no longer, it has no more value, right? This currency has no more value. So then the people say, oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And they say, oh, but there's Bitcoin. That's what we'll do. We'll use Bitcoin. Not knowing that that's exactly what the elites wanted them to do in the first place. Right? You get what I'm saying? It says some Lebanese are mining Bitcoin or storing wealth using the cryptocurrency, right? Which that's all going to be regulated. They're already talking about regulating that. And here in the United States, they're bringing in the, the CBDC, right? It says the dollar-pegged stablecoin Tether, which users trade for cash, is also popular. So yeah, they made the digital currency mainstream, right? And it makes the people, there's some people that have this false hope. They feel like, man, this crypto is going to make me a millionaire. They don't understand that they control and manipulate the crypto digital system, man. They make it go up and down, up and down. This guy, this local guy said, when I get paid from my architecture job, I withdraw all my money. Continued, this guy's name is Gabriel. He said he then uses that cash to buy small amounts of Bitcoin every Saturday. The rest he keeps as spending money for daily needs and home renovations. Says Gabriel isn't alone in seeking alternative ways to earn, save, and spend money in Lebanon, a country whose banking system is fundamentally broken. After decades of mismanagement, the local currency has lost more than 95% of its value since August of 2019. The minimum wage has effectively plummeted from $450 to $17 per month. Excuse me. This is crazy. Listen to this. The local currency has lost more than 95% of its value since August 2019. That wasn't that long ago, man. The minimum wage has effectively plummeted from $450 a month to $17 a month. Pensions are virtually worthless. Lebanon's triple-digit inflation rate is expected to be second only to Sudan this year, and bank account balances are just numbers on paper. They're admitting that these bank account balances are nothing, right? It's just numbers on paper. That's what the article says in CNBC. That's a major publication. CNBC is saying this. Says, this is a quote from this guy. Says, not everyone believes that the banks are bankrupt, but the reality is that they are, said Ray Hindi, CEO of Zurich based management firm dedicated to digital assets. He's saying that the banks are bankrupt. He said not everyone believes it, but he's saying the banks are bankrupt. Man, this is, look, man, are you telling me we ain't at the end of this thing? You know, what more do you need to see? Things, don't worry, you're going to see a lot because things about to turn up real quick. All right? Things about to turn up real quick. And a lot of you people that lost faith and stop believing or think that this world is going to save you, and you may have some stupid ass hope in this system, or you think digital currency is going to save you. You got another thing come. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 2 started at 13th verse. Says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Right? You don't believe, you don't receive. Okay? Says, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? Because these are signs of the times, man. You know, this ain't the time to be talking about, oh, yeah, man, I'm gonna pursue my rap career. Man, I'm about to go pursue my life's ambition, my hustle. Get on my hustle. Bruh. This ain't the time for that, man. This thing is over, man. If there was ever a time to seek the Lord, is now. Seek ye the Lord while you may be found. It says it's going to be a famine of the word. You better get this word now while you can get it. It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, right? Hey, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, which is well pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, will we fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men? For his majesty is, so is his mercy. And that's what we're seeking. We're seeking mercy in these days, because it's going to get nasty, man. Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation, Egyptian against Egyptian. You see it now. You see all of these things happening now. Devaluation of the currency. People are going to be faint-hearted when they see that this system is going down. People are going to mourn for Babylon. They're mourning right now. Those that are in the know. You see a lot of these low-level Edomites, man, they're crying, man. They're mad as hell. They're mad as hell. They see this system going down. Now the dum-dums don't have a clue. They think everything done gone back to normal. They don't know. But the people that are watching and paying attention, they see what's happening. They know that this is a controlled demolition. Let me get Mark 13, start at 9, because, we're going to be tested and tried, man. So let me get this. It says, but take heed to yourself, for they shall deliver you up to councils, and in the synagogues ye shall be beaten, and you shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. And that's what's happening right now with all this controversy, right? About who the real people are. real people of the Lord. There's a big controversy right now all throughout the world. It says, and the gospel must first be published among all nations. So the reason I brought this up is because right there, that verse, the 10th verse, and the gospel must first be published among all nations. So why are we seeing these things speed up? This gospel has gone out, man. Ever since the internet age, the YouTube era, it's been published. So yeah, of course, now is the time when everything's going to hit the fan, when the issue's going to hit the fan. Of course it is. Of course. Of course, man. We are the sign that Esau's time is up. Just the fact that we're out here preaching and prophesying the destruction of this place puts fear in the heart of Esau, especially the wicked elites of Esau, right? It says, and the gospel must first be published among all nations, right? Because Yahawashi said that, when the word go out, and I'm roughly paraphrasing, all throughout the world, then shall the end come, right? Because you will hear wars and rumors of wars, but when this gospel, when this word go out throughout the whole world, the whole earth, that's when the end would come, and that's where we are now. The word is going out, and the gospel must first be published among all nations. But when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what you shall speak, neither do you premeditate, but whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye, for it is not ye that speak, but the Holy Ghost, I mean the Holy Spirit, right? Because that's what's going to guide us anyway, man. Comforter. It says, now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents and shall cause them to be put to death. So you're going to see a lot of craziness in this time, like I just read, about the cryptocurrency and the devaluing of the dollar, and a lot of people are going to be faint-hearted, and they're going to lose patience, and they're not going to be able to stand, man. They're not going to be able to withstand this evil time that we're getting ready to go through. Let me get Ezekiel 3. It says, and it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of the Lord, this is 16th verse, and it came to pass, and it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me, right? That's what we got to give these people warning, Give these people warning, man. Let them know. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest them not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. And that's why we got to keep preaching his word. We got to keep pushing. We don't want the blood on our hands. Hey, listen, we send this word out, the people reject it. Hey, the blood is not on our hands, man. We did what we supposed to do. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness, all right, and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness, which he have done, shall not be remembered, right? But his blood will I require at thine hand, right? So why do we keep bringing up this MOTB, the mark? Because that's a major prophecy, man, before World War III. Why do we keep going into the digital currency and the devaluing of the dollar? Why? Because that's leading up to the MOTB. I'm getting the blood off of my hands, man. Oh, you keep on going into that. Yeah, I'm going into that for a reason. I'm getting the blood off of my hands. I'm letting you know they're purposely destroying this currency, all the currencies all over the world to set up the MOTB, the mark. Okay? That's what they're doing. Revelations 13:16. Where's it at? Where was I at just now? Because I lost it. It says, again, a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him. He shall die because thou hast not given him warning. We got to give these people warning. That's why we report the news, right? Because the news and prophecy are going hand in hand. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness, which he have done, shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doeth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul. So that would be a win-win, right? That would be a win-win. All right. And that would, because you're getting the blood off of your hands, and that man is coming into the righteousness by the spirit of power, the spirit and the power of yahawashi. So that's a win-win, you know. So in short, man, this is a controlled demolition, a controlled collapse, and it's speeding up because this cryptocurrency digital system has been set up for quite some time, right? And I'm warning you what this is. I'm telling you beforehand what this is, because this is going to lead to a social credit score, MOTB system, market of beast system. Okay, that's what this is. They're going to put that chip. They're going to bring out the chipping stations, and they're going to say the only way you're going to be able to buy or sell, you're going to have to implant this thing in you. But what they did was they had to devalue the currency, right? Forcing some people, a lot of people, to rely on cryptocurrency, especially in these third world countries, to rely on cryptocurrency. They got them a part of that system already. It's already set up and in place. You get it? It's already set up and in place. So by the time they actually roll out the chipping stations, that thing is already in place, man. That system is already there. The only thing that's missing now is them actually making you take that chip. That chip is going to have all of your information on it. Look up a video from the Pentagon. Pentagon official on 60 Minutes was bragging about how they had this, what they call a health monitor that they could implant into your skin. And they got all your information on it. Okay. This thing is very real. And I don't want the blood on my hands. I don't want to, be walking around with that thought in my head saying, man, Lord, I knew, but I didn't say it. And, no. I'm doing the best I can do. I'm throwing it out there and I'm telling you. I'm warning you. These wars, these rumors of wars, this digital system is a setup, a prelude to something bigger. Shalom, his brother Zakaria from the Israelite Report Podcast, IsraeliteTimes.com. All praises are due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. A lot going on in this world, and just a lot of madness and confusion, and people losing their damn mind. And you can just see that Jake is through, Esau is through, these other nations are through. Everybody's losing their damn mind. And this all the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi. I said it would be like this in these days. It's coming down to the pipe, and this is why I'm always stressing that we can't lose faith, can't lose patience, because it's gonna get bumpy. It's gonna get real bumpy, and it's gonna get ugly. A lot of people are just bugged out. People are taking all kinds of medication and on different types of drugs, and they're losing their mind. People are losing their damn mind. Why? Because of the cares of this world. The cares of this world is making people go crazy. It's making people go mad because this world is mad. And if you get caught up in this world with it, you get caught up in the madness. Okay. 1 Corinthians 3:18 says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, right? Let no man deceive you. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Okay? Because you have to be a fool to this world in order to be wise in the eyes of the Lord, because this world is full of foolishness and madness. Everything is upside down. Everything goes against the order of the Lord. Everything. Everything from the food you eat to marriage, the way the marriage is structured, the family structure, everything, man. Men going in women's bathrooms. They're giving rights to the satanic temple, the satanic church, literally. And I'm not, not just, and the so-called Christian church is off as hell anyway. It's nothing but a demonic temple. But I'm talking about the actual satanic temple. They're giving them abortion, talking about they should have rights to abortion because it's a part of their religious ritual. They're protesting. This is really happening in this world. These are the times that we're living in. There used to be a time when Satanists would hide themselves. They're not hiding anymore. They're coming out in the open. Shows you the times we're living in. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. So don't marvel when people look at you like you crazy. Don't marvel when people look at you like you out of your damn mind, because they're the ones that are out of their mind. They have no wisdom of the Lord. They have no love of the Lord. They lack understanding, right? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding be the stability of thy time, right? Says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Lord, with the Most High, right? The wisdom of this world is foolishness with God, Yahweh. Okay? For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, right? And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. The vanity of this world, man. Don't get caught up in it, because all of this is about to be done away with. Understand that, right? Understand. You got to understand that, man. This place is full of wickedness and confusion. Matter of fact, since I keep saying it, let me get 1 Corinthians 14:33. It says, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. The Most High is not the author of confusion. And what do you see in this world, specifically America? A bunch of confusion. And telling little boys that they can be girls they can be boys. You got teachers allowing their kids to identify themselves as cats and as dogs. There was an actual teacher that laid out kitty litter for one of her students because the damn student, one of her students identified as a cat. This is real, man. This is really happening. And you telling me this place ain't through? But I'm the crazy one. We're the crazy ones, though. We're the crazy ones for saying that the prophecies of the Lord are coming true. We're the crazy ones. While prophecy is being fulfilled every day. I told y'all, after 2020, people got panicked. People were shook. They were like, oh my God, these Israelites might have been right. They might have been right. You know? People were shook. They didn't know what to do. Men of the Lord were standing strong, standing firm, and trusting and believing in yahawashi. But what were these people doing? They were losing their damn mind. Buying up all the toilet paper. Going crazy, just like that. All it took was for the government to say there's an emergency, and that was it. People lost it. And as soon as the government said it's over, then they go back to sleep. Like nothing ever happened. That's confusion, man, on a wide scale. But the Most High is not the author of confusion. I gotta get it. I know I get it all the time, but I gotta get it, man. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. This is so basic, man. But every Christian will run to John 3:16, not understanding that it's talking about the nation of Israel. Ultimately, the whole nation, because mainly dealing with the elect first, but the whole nation of Israel is going to be saved because when they come back in a reincarnation, they're going to be on point. And a lot of them are going to die on this side. 2/3 of our people are going to get cut off. But salvation is for the nation of Israel. Right? John 2:15. They never get this. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world, right? All these things are of the world. The pride of life, lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes. It's of the world, and it's not of the Father. It says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High Power, Yahweh, abide forever. All right? So we are seeking that eternal salvation, man. All right? Ultimately, the Lord got to put the Spirit on you to make you want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You know, we in hell, man. Your brothers talk about the law all the time, but we in hell, man. And, and that was the whole point of yahawashi down on the cross. We can come through him because the Lord, the Most High wasn't dealing with us, man. Most High not dealing with us like that. We have to go through his son, yahawashi, and receive that grace, you know what I mean? Forgiveness and everything else. That's why it's so important, man. Because we were wicked, man. Our people were wicked back then and they wicked now. Who kill us the most? Who comes against us the hardest? Our own people. Jeremiah 4:22. My people is foolish, right? It says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, right? Sottish meaning they're pretty much stupid, right? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding, right? That's a heavy statement, man. You see how the Lord is talking about the nation of Israel? Now, who does that sound like? Jake, it sound like niggas. My people is foolish. They have not known me. Does the average nigga walking around act like he know the Lord? Hell no. My people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, meaning they're stupid, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil. That's what Jake is, man. Jake could break into a car in a minute. Now I asked Jake about the commandments of the Lord. You know? Ask him about that. Yeah, I bet you he could tell you how to hotwire a car, though. Even the new cars. They'll figure a way out. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. They don't care. They don't care to. That's why 2/3 of our people got to be destroyed, man. You can just be walking somewhere, minding your business, Jake looking at you, who's this nigga? You can't think about that, man. For how long? Think about for how long has it been set up where you walk into a neighborhood and Jake looking at you mean mugging? What he doing on this side of town? You can't even walk around, man. Man, can't wait till this place is done, man. Can't wait till this place is done. You know? Matter of fact, let me get Second Ezra's 9 and 15. I'm all over the place. Excuse me. Second Ezra's 9 and 15, it says, I have said before and now do speak, and will speak. It is also hereafter that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Right, because 2/3 of our people are going to get cut off. They're going to be destroyed. But why don't you Christians get into this? Second Ezra's 9:15, I have said before and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. There's going to be more people that's going to get slaughtered than those that will be saved. But you don't hear your Christian pastor going into this. They don't touch this. They won't come nowhere near it. You know why? Because they're afraid they're going to lose their pension. Right? They'll lose them tithes, man. They're not dependent on the Lord. They're dependent on your bank account. Okay? They want you to be a good little nigga, right? Good little slave for massa. And then after you finish working for massa, you come and bring that on into the church. And they just gonna hit you with John 3:16. God so loved the world, right? They're gonna hit you with that. And they're gonna tell you that God is good all the time. They don't tell you that the Lord has a bad as he created good and evil. They're not gonna tell you that. Right? They're not gonna tell you that. No. No. They wouldn't dare. They're not gonna mess their money up. But who's giving you the sincere truth? The men of the Lord, man. The men that are sighing and crying, man. Cry aloud, spare not. You know? Lift up that voice like a trumpet. Show my people their transgression. Right? We have got to listen. You in this world here, you've got to come to the understanding that you are being looked at as a very strange individual, right? As an individual person, you're not around men of the Lord every day. You're not around the brethren or the brotherhood every day. You're amongst the people in this world, and the people in this world are foolish, wise to do evil, especially your own people. So you're going to be looked at like you're crazy. People going to look at you because they know that there's something different about you. You're not of this world. All right. Let me get, let me see. I'll tell you what, I'll get this right quick. This is Psalms 37 and 1. Yeah, Psalms 37 and 1, a Psalm of David says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity." Right? Don't be envious against the workers of iniquity, because they're going to look like they live in a better life than you. Right? Because this is their kingdom. Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Right? So it's going to look like they're doing better than you. And, it says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb." All right? And that's coming, man. That's coming real fast if you ain't been paying attention. It says, they shall soon be cut down like the grass. You know what it's like when you take that lawnmower and cut that grass, man. As soon as those blades hit the grass, that grass is done. That's how the Lord is likening this destruction that's coming. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. And that's what I was saying. Detach yourself from this world, right? And ultimately, it's going to take the Spirit of the Lord to make you do that in the first place. Right? If the Lord not dealing with you, you're going to be feeling like, you're comfortable in this place. And when that time hit and the ish hit the fan, you're going to be one of those people panicking like those idiots in 2020 during the 2020 situation, right? It says rest in the Lord. That's where we got to rest. That's the only place I find comfort, man. I hate this world. I hate this world. I'm telling you. And wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Right? The wicked plotteth against the just. They're constantly plotting against us. People plot against you every day and you might not even know it. But it be the Lord that be throwing curveballs. All right? He disappointed the devices of the wicked. Is that how I go? Salakia if I'm wrong. But I think it's something along those lines. He disappointed either the hands or the devices of the wicked, right? He disappointed. He disappointed the wicked, right? The wicked plotted against the just and gnashes upon him with his teeth. You have people plotting on you all day long, like I said. But the Lord will disappoint them, man. Disappoint their plans. He get to see the Lord is such a power, he can take their mind and make them forget what they were planning to do. That's how powerful the Lord is. It says, the wicked plotted against the just and gnashes upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, because the Lord got a sense of humor, whether you know it or not. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. Mark the perfect man, right? And behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. That's why it says, rest in the Lord. Look, the second verse, because I jumped down, excuse me if y'all reading along, but I did jump down. I forgot, Salaki, I forgot to mention that. Second verse says, the seventh verse says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. Rest in the Lord. That's what the seventh verse said. And then I did jump down and I was all over the place, but this is where is it at? The 13th verse says, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. 37th verse, that's where I jumped down to. because the 37th verse and the 7th verse kind of go hand in hand. It says, in the 37th verse, mark the perfect man and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Again, I'm in Psalms, the 37th chapter, and the 37th verse says, mark the perfect man and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. And that goes back into what was said in the 7th verse, where it says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Okay. So we're resting in the Lord, right? And the 37th verse says, the end of that man is peace. And that's what you're gonna need, man. You're gonna need peace in the storm, because there's a storm coming. There's a major storm coming, man. It says, but the transgressors, this is the 38th verse, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. Right? 2/3 of our people are going to get destroyed with the wicked. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Okay? But it says, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. So that means that when our people line up with the other nations, and to be more specific, Esau, right? When they line up with, the good old USA and Babylon the Great, right? 2/3 of them are going to get cut off right along with it, right? You want to be a part of this system, you're going to die with this system, because this system is going down. The system's going down. It says, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off, right? But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And what time of trouble? We're about to see Jacob's trouble, right? He is their strength in the time of trouble, right? Not Bitcoin, right? Not the stock market, right? That ain't your strength in the time of trouble. It says, but the salvation of the righteous, being in righteousness, will lead to your salvation, right? The salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. So we're leaning on the Lord, man. Wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with principalities, right? This is a spiritual fight. It says, and the Lord shall help them, right? That's where our help is coming from. It's coming from the Lord, right? And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So when the earth try to swallow it, or the world try to swallow you up, or to try to destroy you, where's our help going to come from? 40th verse says, and the Lord shall help them and deliver them. And it says, he shall deliver them from the wicked. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So your only escape is the Lord, man. That's your only escape. You got nowhere to go. It says, and save them because they trust in him. Man, all praises are due to Yahawashi. That's where you're going to find peace. That's where you're going to find safety, right? Even for nothing else, just for a peace of mind, man. Because some of us are going to get guillotined, Some of us are going to die a righteous death, they're gonna do that to some of us, man. But even in that, you still have peace of mind, because the Lord will give you the mind to go through with that. You ever been in a situation where you was kind of nervous about something, then all of a sudden you get a calming, soothing feeling? You know what that is? That's the Lord sending the angels to counsel you comfort you. They come and comfort you, make you feel better, and they deal with you, to counsel with you, so to speak. Well, while all hell is breaking loose in this world, and that day is coming, we're gonna need the angels, man. We're gonna need the Lord to send down those comforting angels, man. That bring scriptures back to your mind and remind you that the Lord got this, and the Lord is with you. And the Lord will deal with you, all right, and help you along, man. Sometimes I forget, because I'm a simple man, and to a certain extent. I live in this world, common man, but my faith is in yahawashi. So, but there are times when I forget certain miracles that have happened throughout my life. And, sometimes I get caught up and bogged down. And like I said, it's a spiritual fight, man. We all go through this. Nobody's just going through this thing easy breezy. If you're going through this thing easy breezy, you are not a man of the Lord. Ultimately, man, there's no way in hell. My spirit is vexed every day, man. Living in this area, man, you see all kinds of wickedness, man. Those alphabet people walking around holding hands, gender reassignment and all that, man. My spirit is vexed every day. Niggas being niggas, Jake doing all kinds of wickedness, man. Eve, these women, they crazy. These women done lost their damn mind for real. And you can see them walking around just plotting, getting into shit they got no business getting into. And it pisses you off, man. It really does, man. It pisses you off. But what gets me through it? Studying the word, watching the brothers' videos, man. Doing my own recordings. I stay low. I stay to myself. I pretty much cut everybody off, or they cut me off. And hey, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. What am I supposed to do? What, am I go back to the world? Hell no. This world is finished. The people that run this world are telling you that it's finished. That's what's and in that deep, when the people that run it, when the people that are, I guess you can say to a certain degree, in control of this world, because the Lord gave them power, to rule in this time. When they're telling you that this place is finished, why doesn't Jake get it? Why? Because the Lord turned the blinders on him. But we almost finished with this thing, man. This place is done, circling the drain, and we almost about it here. One way or another, we almost about it here. Because it's about to hit the fan. It's about to go down. Stay strong, Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. You listen to the Israelite Report podcast, the IsraeliteTimes.com. News and prophecy meant to stir up the minds and the hearts of brothers across the four corners of the earth, the hopeful elect. All praises due to the Most High Power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. Shalom.